Have you ever found yourself wondering if it's really possible to fall in love again after 60? Not just a crush or a casual companion, but a deep, meaningful partnership. Maybe you've met someone recently who makes you smile again. Maybe you're sharing dinners, walks, and long conversations about everything from grandchildren to how you take your tea. It feels good. It feels right. But here's the truth. Getting married again in your senior years is a different journey. It's not like it was when you were in your 20s or 30s. You're not just joining lives, you're blending legacies, families, finances, and histories. There may be children, even grandchildren. There may be health issues, retirement plans, or memories of a beloved spouse who has passed. This time, love must come with wisdom. This video isn't here to discourage you. On the contrary, love later in life can be one of the richest, most rewarding experiences you'll ever have. But before you say, I do, you owe it to yourself and your future to reflect on some of the most important and life-changing considerations. So let's talk openly and honestly about the 5 things you must consider before getting married again after 60. This isn't just about butterflies in your stomach. It's about clarity in your mind, stability in your finances, peace in your heart, and security in your future. 1. Emotional readiness. Have you healed from the past? Remarrying in your senior years brings emotional complexities that are often underestimated. Unlike in your youth, when everything felt fresh and open-ended, later life love usually arrives after a long emotional journey. That journey may have included decades of partnership, divorce, betrayal, illness, or the death of a spouse. Each of these experiences leaves a mark. Before entering a new marriage, ask yourself, am I truly ready? Emotionally, mentally, spiritually? Grief is a process, and it doesn't disappear simply because time has passed or someone new walks into your life. Sometimes we use new relationships to mask old wounds. We crave closeness, not because we're healed, but because we're hurting. If you lost a spouse, you might feel guilt for moving on, or fear that loving someone new means forgetting the past. It doesn't. Love after loss is not betrayal, it's bravery. But you must give yourself permission to move forward without carrying emotional baggage into your next relationship. And if you experience divorce, have you unpacked the pain, resentment, or anger? Have you reflected on what went wrong and how you contributed to the breakdown? Without that self-awareness, you risk repeating patterns in your new marriage. Many seniors benefit from counseling or grief support before remarrying. These safe spaces allow you to process unresolved emotions and build emotional clarity. Journaling, meditation, and honest conversations with trusted friends can also be helpful. Remember, love requires vulnerability. But to be truly vulnerable, your heart must be whole, not patched together by pain. Your new partner deserves a full version of you, and you deserve a marriage rooted in mutual healing and respect. 2. Financial compatibility. Love is priceless, but bills aren't. In your 20s, love might have felt like enough, but after 60, you know better, because bills still come in the mail, retirement accounts have limits, and financial stress can sink even the most affectionate marriage. When you remarry as a senior, finances are more complicated than ever. You're not just thinking about the cost of dinner dates or a shared apartment. You're navigating pensions, Social Security, 401ks, Medicare, property ownership, long-term care, insurance, and possibly debts or child support from previous marriages. Have you and your partner talked about money? Truly talked, not just surface-level conversations. Do you know how much they earn or have saved? Are they in debt? Do they expect you to cover expenses, or are you splitting things equally? Avoiding these discussions out of politeness or discomfort is a mistake. Financial stress is one of the top causes of conflict in remarriages, especially in later life when income is fixed or limited. Consider this too. If one of you enters the marriage with significantly more wealth, it's wise to protect that with a prenuptial agreement. Some seniors feel guilty suggesting this, but it's not about distrust. It's about ensuring fairness, protecting inheritances, and reducing future confusion. Also, think about how marriage may affect your benefits. For example, in some cases, remarrying can reduce or eliminate Social Security survivor benefits. It may also affect Medicaid eligibility or alimony from a previous marriage. Consult a financial advisor Ideally, one who specializes in senior or retirement planning. Understand what your combined financial picture will look like post-marriage. Clarity now will prevent conflict later. Love is beautiful, but financial transparency is love in action. 3. Health considerations. What happens if one of you gets sick? Let's be honest. After 60, your health matters more than ever. And it's not a matter of if illness will come. It's a matter of when and how you'll manage it together. Marriage in later life often involves becoming a caregiver or needing one. That's a level of commitment that goes far beyond companionship. Are you prepared to help your partner through surgery, chronic illness, or memory decline? Are they prepared to help you? Before saying I do, have a clear, compassionate conversation about current health conditions, medications, doctor visits, health insurance and Medicare coverage, emergency plans, long-term care wishes, and don't stop there. Discuss what happens when one of you gets very sick. Who will make medical decisions if one of you can't speak? Have you designated a healthcare proxy or power of attorney? Do you both have advance directives? It's also wise to talk about the possibility of needing assisted living or home care. Will you stay together? Will one of you move closer to children? Who pays for that care? These questions can feel overwhelming or unromantic, but they're part of loving someone deeply. When you commit to someone after 60, you're not just saying yes to dinners and companionship. You're saying yes to doctor's visits, hospital stays, and possibly end-of-life decisions. Make sure you both understand each other's expectations and limitations. Love after 60 must be practical, not just poetic, because one day you may need each other in ways you never imagined. 4. Family dynamics. When adult kids don't approve, this one stings more than people admit. Your adult children may not support your new marriage. You've found love again, you're happy, you're smiling, but your son avoids the topic. Your daughter offers a forced congratulations. Your grandchildren seem confused. What's going on? Often, when seniors remarry, family dynamics shift dramatically. Children may feel threatened, jealous, or even betrayed, especially if they're still grieving a deceased parent or believe you're moving on too fast. In some cases, they worry about inheritance or fear your new spouse has ulterior motives. Other times, adult children have been the emotional caregivers for years, and your remarriage feels like a disruption to that bond. Or maybe they're simply afraid of change. After all, they've gotten used to seeing you a certain way, independent, widowed, or single. A new partner shakes up the family narrative, so how do you handle it? First, give your children time. Don't rush their acceptance. Introduce your partner slowly, with sensitivity. Focus on building trust. Let your children see the kindness and stability in your partner, without trying to sell them on the relationship. Second, have honest, non-defensive conversations. Ask your kids about their concerns. Listen without judgment. You might learn they're not trying to hurt you, they're trying to protect you. Third, set clear boundaries. If your relationship is healthy and brings you joy, make it clear that you expect respect, even if your children don't fully approve. You can be loving and firm. Finally, talk openly about money and legal matters to reduce fears of manipulation or conflict over estates. With time, many adult children come around, especially when they see you genuinely happy. But even if they don't, you deserve companionship and love. This is your life. Let no one make you feel guilty for choosing joy again. Fifth, legal matters. Protecting your future and legacy. There's a reason lawyers are often the first phone call seniors make before remarriage. And it's not about lack of trust. It's about clarity, protection, and peace of mind. When you marry later in life, you're not just signing up for love, you're merging legal lives. That includes property, healthcare decisions, inheritances, taxes, and so much more. Let's start with your will. Have you updated it? Does it still reflect your wishes? Many people forget that marriage can automatically override previous wills in certain states. That means, legally, your new spouse could inherit everything, even if your will says otherwise. And what about your beneficiaries? Go through every policy and account: life insurance, retirement funds, annuities, bank accounts. Who is listed? If it's an ex-spouse or deceased partner, you need to update it immediately. Don't forget about powers of attorney. Who will make decisions for you if you're incapacitated? Is it still your adult child, or is it now your new spouse? Are you sure your new partner is legally allowed to access your medical records or manage your finances if something happens? Then there's property ownership. If you own a home, will your new spouse be added to the deed? What if one of you passes away? Will the home go to the surviving spouse or to your children? These aren't small details, they are life-defining decisions. And yes, consider a prenuptial agreement. This document outlines what each person brings into the marriage, what stays separate, and how things will be divided if the marriage ends, whether through divorce or death. It protects your legacy and helps prevent messy legal disputes later. The point isn't paranoia, it's protection for you, your new spouse, and your family. Meet with an elder law attorney. Update everything. Then walk down the aisle with confidence, knowing love won't cause confusion when it matters most. Bonus: keeping your independence in a new marriage. This might be one of the biggest concerns seniors have before remarrying. Will I lose my independence? The answer is, only if you allow it. One of the most beautiful things about later life relationships is the opportunity to love without losing yourself. You've already built a life. You've learned what you like, what you value, and how you enjoy spending your days. And the truth is, you don't have to give that up just because you're sharing your life with someone again. So how do you keep your independence in a new marriage? Start by setting personal boundaries. Maybe you want quiet mornings alone with your coffee and newspaper. Or perhaps you love painting or gardening and don't want to stop that. Talk openly with your partner about your need for personal time, space, and hobbies. Keep your own friendships. A healthy marriage doesn't require giving up your social life. You can and should have lunch with old friends, join book clubs, attend church groups, or travel on your own sometimes. If you're keeping separate bank accounts or residences, that's okay too. Some older couples even choose to live apart while staying committed. It's called living apart together, and for many it provides the ideal balance of connection and freedom. Remember, independence isn't about keeping secrets or creating distance. It's about maintaining your identity. A partner who truly loves you will support your independence, not stifle it. In fact, the most successful remarriages in later life are often the ones where both partners remain whole individuals, choosing to walk side by side, not become one indistinguishable unit. You've earned your independence. Now share your life, not surrender it. Conclusion: love is possible at any age. Wisdom is your superpower. So here we are. You've walked through the 5 biggest questions that every senior should ask before saying, I do again. Are you emotionally ready? Are your finances aligned? Are you prepared to navigate health together? Can your family adjust? Are your legal affairs in order? This isn't just about finding someone to share dinners with. It's about building a relationship that respects your past, honors your present, and protects your future. Remarriage after 60 can be one of the most beautiful chapters of your life, but only if it's written with honesty, courage, and clarity. So don't rush, don't settle, and don't doubt your right to love again. Because love at this age isn't naive, it's noble, and your wisdom, that's your superpower. If this video gave you clarity, comfort, or just a new perspective, don't keep it to yourself. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Are you considering remarriage? What challenges or blessings have you experienced? Tap the like button if you found this helpful. It helps more people find support and wisdom at this stage of life. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Elderly and Wise, for more honest, heart-centered conversations about aging, love, health, and personal growth. Because life after 60 isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning of a richer, deeper chapter. Let's walk through it together.